Hi, this is Chuck Oliver with this week's Hidden Wealth Review. Well, here's the question I'd like to pose to you. What will free cost me? That's exactly what I really want you to think about. Why? Because what we just experienced with the State of the Union address really has a lot of people starting to think about their thinking of the state of retirement and the state of our politics that will impact our retirement. And here's what free will ultimately mean to me. Now, I'm talking to those of you that have saved at least $200,000 or more who clearly know there is no such thing as free. But when you've got a lot of people on the left pushing very aggressively for government-ran healthcare, free government sponsored college, free Medicare for all, this new Green Deal, folks, and then clearly the Democratic Party, several on that party pushing very strongly for taxes as high as 70%. Clearly, folks, free, what that means to me means that things are going to become a lot more expensive, right? In particular, retirement. And I've been teaching for my new book, the acronym RISK, Retirement Income Stability Knowledge. So I really want to challenge your thinking. With all this talk of free that ultimately you realize, as I do, will end up costing me as well as you, what can you do to protect yourself? Well, here's why it's so important. It's not too early to start strategizing on how to save taxes for 2019 and beyond. Not much that can be done for 2018, because we're not going to be one of those that tells you to go dump money into an IRA to supposedly save you tax. Folks, you don't save tax, you defer the tax. And the taxes are heading higher because somebody's going to have to pay for all the free stuff. So what I want to teach you is that you can take advantage of this tax sale under the Trump tax plan that's only going to be running through 2025. And I want to teach you this coming Tuesday, one of our strategies where you can grow your money without tax. And you might say, why is that important, Chuck? Well, obviously tax avoidance in general is obviously very positive. And here's the reality. We had a client in his brokerage account. Now, mind you, he lost money in 2018 because of all the volatility. He lost about 4 or 5%, but got a tax bill on $50,000 of unnecessary capital gains and dividends because of the way the fund managers were managing the money, scurrying around, trying to avoid reporting any less respectful loss than necessary. Folks, as 10,000 people retire a day, volatility will be the norm, not the exception, which means those of you that aren't protected from tax in your brokerage accounts, you're going to get bigger and bigger tax bills. And when all the free stuff starts to be figured out by the government of how it's going to be paid with taxing people at higher tax rates, the tax will become that much more expensive. So the tax amount will become greater and the tax percentage will become larger. Here's the good news. I'll teach you a strategy this coming Tuesday that the ultra wealthy have been using for years. Former presidents, Big Ten football coaches, ACC basketball coaches that we've seen documented and learn from. The grow money without tax, you can access your money without tax. And it doesn't turn around like money you're accessing from your retirement accounts and then triggering up to 85% of your Social Security then being taxed. Folks, it's such an important thing that it's just not protecting your money from the market swings. I want to teach you also in this educational webinar how you can have upside when there's growth without the risk of downside when the swings continue to show themselves, but also done correctly, tax-free. Tax-free, folks. When does free cost me? When we have a split Congress that's pushing for higher taxes more than they ever have before, and now's the time to protect ourselves. Simply go to retirementprotected.com. That's retirementprotected.com and register. It's an educational, log on to learn, complimentary webinar. But you've got to hurry. With 10,000 people retiring a day, we're now teaching 4 times next Tuesday because of the number of people that we can have attend these events. The space fills up quickly. That's retirementprotected.com, retirementprotected.com, and learn how to have the avoidance of risk, retirement income stability knowledge. Gain this knowledge and protect yourself from becoming the perfect taxpayers in the government's eyes, because free isn't free to you and me. Retirementprotected.com.